In your opportunity, they write 3 to 4 films. I've already done about 20 films. यश जी ने लिफ्ट से बाहर निकल के मुझे कहा था कि डिस्ट्रीब्यूटर का फोन आ रहा है, फिल्म चंगी नहीं जा रही है.
Especially my eyes, they used to resemble the calendar art of Shiva.
मेरी एक पिक्चर तो मिस्टर बच्चन के साथ है, वो तो 1000 बार आ चुकी है, सूर्यवंशम.
Yeah.
उसको you can't avoid.
Hey guys, my name is Shravan Shah and today I'm going to be having a conversation with two काफी talented people in the house. It's Anupam Kher and Mohit Raina. What's up?
What is up? How are you, my friend?
I'm great Anupam sir. See, I told you.
That's
why the
a
heads
good
up.
way to go about it.
No, but first of all, congratulations to both of you on the trailer of Freelancer.
Thank you so much.
I really want to ask you this.
Please.
Are you a spy in real life too, which you're just like, and being
I'm an observer of life.
Yeah?
An observer life, you can call him a spy, but that's I don't spy on them, but I'm a good aura reader or a face reader, or observational skills are nice.
Mohit, I want to ask you this, that when, action is the plot of your story, okay, as an actor, does it become difficult that, okay, I have to also act, then make sure then there is action? Because in action, it's a very choreographed thing, right? And if you end up missing your mark, then you have to do that scene all over again. Does it become difficult for an actor to then do action?
No, I don't think so. Yeah. It's actually the other way. It's becomes more interesting because when in growing up days, all of us have been huge fans of this genre. And when it comes to Mr. Neeraj Pandey, his school is very different,
True.
and he just aces it every time. I don't think we can ever go wrong while working.
Makes sense. For somebody who's been in a part of the industry for such a long time, you've seen the ups and downs in all of it, okay? When, your work is lauded by people, of course you feel validated that, hey, people are liking what I'm doing. But when it's not lauded, for whatever reason, okay, how do you still, have that motivation, or how do you keep yourself motivated that, hey, you know what, I know that I have it in me, and I know that I'm going to prove everybody out there wrong.
So if what they are saying is the truth, then you need to change that. And there are very, very few people around you who tell you very honestly. My brother, Kiran, one or two friends who sort of say that if it's good, they will say it's good. If it's bad, they will say, they will not use the word bad. They will say it's horrible. And if it's not the truth, then it doesn't matter. But this is one profession where you can keep on improving with every project that you are doing. The trick is to practice it even if when you are not working. There is no actor in the world who has only given great performances. As long as there is a desire to improve, as long as there is a desire to tell the truth to yourself, there is a lot of scope for improvement.
Yeah, which makes sense. Mohit, taking from this, when those people around you actually give you a reality check, but does it even hurt you a little that, damn, why did it not work?
Yeah, with me, scenario has been slightly different. While working only, I know that I have kind of messed it and I haven't gotten the hold of the character, or I'm struggling. So I get a hint then and there.
Okay.
But obviously, I take their feedback in the right spirit and try and improve in future. But I get an idea.
Yeah. Sir, as an artist, आपको भी समझ जाता है कि when you are in midst of the project समझ जाता है ना वो?
या देखिए, जिस दिन पहले दिन आप सेट पे जाते हो, आपको पता लग जाता है इसमें गड़बड़ होने वाली है.
Okay.
बिकॉज उस तरह का स्क्रिप्ट, सडनली उस तरह का एटमॉस्फेयर, डायरेक्टर भी देख के पता लग जाता है. बट टू मी working is much more important than sort of only being brilliant. Every day one should get out of the house and go to work.
Yeah.
With work comes good work.
Yeah.
I don't believe in that one day I will sit down and एक कमाल का रोल आएगा मेरी ज़िंदगी में. उस हिसाब से मेरी पहली फिल्म सारांश थी और मैं 40 साल में सिर्फ 4 फिल्में कर पाता.
Yeah.
Because possible ही नहीं है. But I did all kinds of film. मैं जब 3 साल यहाँ पर काम नहीं मिलता था मुझे, तो मैं भगवान से प्रार्थना करता था, भगवान मुझे काम दिलवा दे, फिर इसके बाद मैं कभी मना नहीं करूँगा काम. तो that's perfectly all right, as long as in your opportunity they write 3 to 4 films. I've already done about 20 films which they will write. So that's perfectly all right.
Oh, very well said. While you've done such brilliant work, one of your films that is so dear to my heart is Lamhe. I think that film was ahead of its time when you did a film back, of that film back then, did you know that that's the kind of impact it's going to have? It's going to be a cult classic.
No, I certainly knew that Lame was going to be a great film, and I also felt that it should do very well. But unfortunately, as you said rightly, that it was ahead of its time. It did not do well, and I know for sure that Mr. Yash Chopra we were in Taj in Delhi, and we had just finished the premiere, and we were going into the room. This is a long corridor.
Yeah.
And यश जी ने लिफ्ट से बाहर निकल के मुझे कहा था कि डिस्ट्रीब्यूटर दा फोन आ रहा है, फिल्म चंगी नहीं जा रही है. And then I saw his lonely walk into that corridor going towards his suite, and I knew that. And then later on, after 10-15 years, now it's a cult classic. But that happens in this profession. That happens with life also.
Yeah.
You think that some things will work out and they never work out.
Coming to you, Mohit, you know that I'm never going to let Mahadev pass, because the role that you played as Shiva, it has happened to me so many times that after that there have been so many people who played that role, but for some strange reason the image of Mohit Raina as Shiva does not get out of my head. Do you know that that is the kind of impact you've created, and for probably generations to come?
First, I'll add the previous question that you were asking.
Yeah, please.
Because Sholay is something that I have seen numerous times, because when we used to go to for summer holidays to our Masi's place, she used to have a VHS. After Sholay, Lame is the movie that I have seen like at least 20 times, because it's my father's favorite film.
Yeah.
So I have seen it numerous times, and you're absolutely right. It was way ahead of times, and it's one of my favorite films, sir.
Yeah, it is beautiful.
It is the beautiful.
We had the best time of making that film.
And also the music of the film, what a music. What music.
Still when it comes on the channels, I don't get a chance to watch it. Yes, I think it's one of the best films. Yeah. And sorry, to come back to your next question. Yes, I personally feel, so there are two aspects to it. One, I feel television is a medium where a lot of focus used to be given on the look.
Yeah.
So I personally feel one was the factor is that I come from the north side, my nose, my look, my complexion, everything, and especially my eyes. They used to resemble the calendar art of Shiva. So that was half of job was done there. And when I was in Kashmir, I studied Urdu as a second language. But then when I shifted to Jammu, I studied Sanskrit for 8-10 years, So that Sanskrit really helped me in Mahadev, So I think because of all these small factors, people accepted me in that role.
Yeah.
And obviously there was a huge team of some 500-600 people who was working on it.
Yeah.
We had some 200-300 people who were working only on the VFX, because at that point of time there was a huge team that was involved directly from 21st Century Fox, because they were revamping Star 1 into Life OK.
Yeah.
And this was their flagship show. So when there are so many people involved and some brilliant technicians involved, and the intent is very right, so it was accepted.
Yeah.
And I think it can only be made once. Like Lame can only be made once, Sholay can only be made once. Same goes with this, it can only be made once, you cannot repeat it.
Do you ever sit down and watch any of your old work?
Chalbaz is one film that I see regularly. Shola or Shabnam is very fun, because I think there is a different way of being funny in the film.
Yeah.
Shola or Shabnam is my favorite comic film. Then there was another film called Khel.
Yeah.
Me, Anil and Madhuri. I think the cinema of 90s had a magic.
For sure.
The idea was to live in a world which only we believed in.
Larger than life.
हाँ, तो वो cinema अब जो है वो realistic cinema, a certain kind of cinema, which is also important. So मैं वो देखता हूँ मेरी एक picture तो मिस्टर बच्चन के साथ है, वो तो 1000 बार आ चुकी है, सूर्यवंशम.
Yeah.
उसको you can't avoid.
Nobody can avoid.
Nobody can avoid.
What about you? Do you ever rewatch your work?
Not really, but I do enjoy watching Kafir a lot.
The last two coming your way. If you have to describe the man Neeraj Pandey in 3 words, what would those 3 words be?
Intriguing, brilliant,
Okay.
aloof.
He's really passionate about his work. He loves the craft. I think he's someone who's a perfectionist to an extent, I would say.
Yeah. But thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much for having a chat with me.
Thank
All
you
the
so
very
much.
best. for your
1st
show.
September.
The Freelancer. It's releasing on 1st September, like the man here said.
Yeah.
Please do watch it because these people are amazing. All these amazing people have made the show. It's releasing on Hotstar on 1st September. Do watch it. I'm going to see you guys super soon. Till then, this one is a wrap.